Hello and welcome to UFO Video Addicts, formerly known as Paranormal Activity and Mysterious Stories. I just thought that was too much of a mouthful, so I decided to change the name. And actually when I first started this channel, and I would look for UFO videos, there just weren't as many UFO videos around. So I thought, I would have to do stories on other subjects besides just UFO sightings. But things have really changed. Definitely within the last year, where there's so many more UFO sighting videos, and and how the mainstream media has also changed their take on this story. So, I think it was appropriate for a name change. So Paranormal Activities and Mysterious Stories is now going to be known as UFO Video Addicts. And I think, people who are into UFOs, they're most likely into, some of the other so-called conspiracy theory type things, Bigfoot and, other hauntings and other high strangeness that comes across the internet. So this will be the first official video for the new YouTube channel, UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is another sighting of a jetpack guy. And this time it was picked up over Palos Verdes. And we actually have video. So we'll take a look at that. This is a possible UFO that showed up during a thunderstorm. Actually, I'm not too sure what's going on here. Let's see. This is a large red unidentified aerial phenomenon that crosses the moon. And you can actually see the shadow on the moon. So it's definitely close to the moon. Let's see. This is I don't know, they call it the leak newscast, but it's just the newscaster talking to another news guy about the UFO that was sighted above O'Hare Airport in 2006. Yeah, these are just behind the scenes discussions about it. I also have this video from Reddit of UFOs in New Jersey. This video is of some petroglyphs that were discovered or rediscovered, actually. I mean, they originally discovered in the 1800s, but look at these giant paintings. And the story is that they were made by giants. Take a look at that. Also have this link here to this story. Navy's advanced aerospace tech boss claims key UFO patent is operable. So yes, for sure, our military has anti-gravity craft. And, we most likely have a Space Force out there, too, that's been flying around. Let's see. I have this website here that has these 4 photos of close-up images of asteroids 3 million kilometers away. It's pretty cool. This is a story. Dozens of cows found dead near Schriever Airport Base. Yeah, I think the military was most likely doing some kind of testing and killed a bunch of cows, and they're going to try and blame it on UFOs. But also, in the story, we don't get a lot of photos, but fortunately, someone on my Facebook page posted some photos, and we'll take a look at those. So anyways, let's go to this first video here. Let me go full screen. Yeah, so this is apparently a video of the jetpack man. Okay, and I can't play the whole video or they'll help me with copyright violations. But yeah, how is this person up so high? I mean, there's no way this jet could be pushing. Well, at least I don't think that's how it works. This is pretty amazing. This definitely looks like a person in a jetpack. I'll leave a link in the description. Let's see. This video here, like I said, this guy, UFO uncloaking after thunderstrike. Now, I wonder if this person saw this previously and then set up the camera. There it is. Like, what is that? And I wonder what all that noise, like what is going on here? I don't understand why all the shaking. But yeah, there's definitely something in the clouds here that appeared after the thunder hit. I mean, if this is a legit video, I'll leave a link in the description. This video here, let's see, let me start it at the beginning. So I imagine this person is taking this video from the ground. I'm assuming through a telescope, maybe? And yeah, look at the shadow on the moon. So this thing is definitely close to the moon.
What is that?
Oh, wow, yeah, you can see the little dot. Oh, I see what's going on. They were just taking a wide shot of the moon, and then they saw a little tiny light going across, and then they just, they zoomed in on it. And that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing an extreme close-up of that wide angle, or that wide shot. I think that's what's going on with this video. Anyways, I will leave a link in the description. Let me go on to this next one. Okay, now this, I've done a couple videos of this previously. This is the 2006 UFO sighting at O'Hare Airport. And this video is just behind the scenes of this newscaster talking to, I think, another news person.
Well, I tell you what, all the people who saw it must be feeling a little validated right about now, huh?
Oh, yeah, and I'm getting tons of emails from other people who outside the airport as well as at O'Hare who also either cited that same object or saw the hole in the sky and said, what is that?
Wow. Okay, so what did it look like again to the folks who saw it? It was a saucer-like
yeah, it was
hovering over the United terminal, right?
Yeah, right over, directly over gate C-17. And it was stationary in the sky, dark gray metallic, like I say, saucer-shaped, no lights. And it was there for some minutes. And then when it disappeared, it just streaked through the clouds with such energy that it broke a big blue hole in the overcast. And the hole remained there for several minutes until the wind drifted and pushed the clouds back together.
So the blue was the sky.
Yeah, the blue was the sky, but otherwise the entire skyline was cloudy.
Totally overcast, huh?
You know, it's amazing how, I mean, this sighting took place. There were a lot of people who saw it. Even, the United Airlines employees saw it. This guy talks about one of the pilots opened the window, stuck his head out, and used a digital camera to take a photo of it. And still, when United was asked about this story, they initially tried to deny most of it. With so much new information coming out now, especially the information about our military having anti-gravity craft, a lot of these sightings now, I mean, you can't attribute that to all of them to visitors from, different planets or galaxies, or like I like to think, our neighbors. I firmly believe that we're not the only advanced or sentient beings on this planet. I think that there are several highly advanced species on this planet, and I think most of the crafts we see are most likely being piloted or controlled by them. But anyways, let me go on to this next video here. This is a UFO in South Jersey. You know, I'm pretty sure this light here is most likely a like lens flare from her camera. But these 4 lights here are definitely something strange. Yeah, this little thing here is definitely the lens flare from her camera. See, are they forming the Big Dipper constellation here? Is this what I'm seeing? Yeah, you know, and another thing about these, I mean, it's too far away, it's dark. I mean, it could be flares, it could be someone with drones. Yeah, these type of videos don't necessarily have to be, you know, extraordinary or extraterrestrial. This could have a reasonable explanation or an earthly explanation. Let me go on to this video here. Let's check out this one. This gives you an idea of, you know, where they found these paintings. Located in central Baja California, there are impressive large prehistoric murals. Look at that. Like, if these weren't done by giants, did people back in the prehistoric times know how to build scaffolding? I mean, I don't think scaffolding is that difficult to build, but they received modern attention in 1894 by Leon Duguay. And then rediscovered in 1962 by Earl Stanley Gardner, yet today they are largely unknown. Look at the size of these things. And again, even if they did do scaffolding, look at the terrain down here. It would be really hard to build supports. Because of the location, it's difficult to travel to. Only a few ride and hike to see the thousands of brilliant paintings. Yeah, look at the position that you would have to be in order to paint that. Local myths say some of the very large paintings in caves and rock shelters were made by giants. And again, are these representations of giants, or did people just paint giants? Because of their size and that many are located very high in the wall, which would be difficult for a normal sized man to do. Wow, look at that. There is some reference to real human giants, land of the giants, which possibly makes the myths true. Yeah, you know, if this area was called land of the giants, it's most likely because giants live there. You know, I've said this before in some of my other videos. Places on maps aren't named randomly. Places on maps have very specific names for specific reasons. So, you know, I've come to realize that anytime I see someplace on the map called, you know, like Witch's Peak or Devil's Corner, you know, that strange things go on there, and that's the reason why they give them those names. But anyways, I'll leave a link in the description to this video. Let me go on to the next one. This article here, from the War Zone, Navy's advanced aerospace tech boss claims key UFO patent is operable. And again, this is because of stuff like this. I think a lot of the UFOs that we're seeing are most likely ours. Navy officials claim their radical electromagnetic and superconductor technologies aren't theoretical, they're already operable in some form. Last month, the War Zone reported on a series of strange patent applications the U.S. Navy has filed over the last few years and questioned what their connections may be with the ongoing saga of Navy personnel reporting incidents involving unidentified objects in or near U.S. airspace. We have several active Freedom of Information Act requests with the Department of Navy to pursue more information related to the research that led to these patents. As those are being processed, we've continued to dig through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office Public Patent Applications Information Retrieval Database to get as much context for these patents as possible. In doing so, we came across documents that seem to suggest, at least by the Navy's own claim, that two highly peculiar Navy patents, the room temperature superconductor and the high energy electromagnetic field generator, may in fact already be in operation in some manner. The inventor of the Navy's most bizarre patent, the straight out of science fiction sounding hybrid aerospace underwater craft, describes that craft as leveraging the same room temperature superconductor technology and high energy electromagnetic fields to enable its unbelievable speeds and maneuverability. If those two technologies are already operable, as the Navy claims, could this mean the hybrid craft may also be already operable or close to operable? Or is this just more evidence that the whole exotic UFO patent endeavor on the Navy's behalf is some sort of ruse or even gross mismanagement of resources? Nope, I think we definitely have them. And I think a lot of these crafts that we see that the Navy is happy to attribute to UFOs are most likely ours. Top secret. Anyways, the link will be in the description. And here's an interesting article about 4 photographs. Here are 4 stunning close-up images of an asteroid 300 million kilometers away. An unprecedented view of the surface of an asteroid located around 300 million kilometers away. Update, December 21st, 2020. The Hayabusa 2 spacecraft has delivered asteroid surface samples back to Earth. The spacecraft is currently en route to study another asteroid. Hayabusa 2 recovered 5 grams of asteroid surface material, much more than scientists had initially thought. Wow, can you imagine that? We are a species that has landed crafts on moving asteroids. Surface features of asteroid Ryugu Juman. So these are photographs of an asteroid. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. But anyways, I will leave a link in the description. Let me go on to this last story here. Dozens of cows found dead near Schriever Air Force Base. Nearly 30 cattle were found dead on a rancher's property near Schriever Air Force Base on Colorado 94 on Tuesday morning, deputies said. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office was called to investigate the incident. Deputies determined there was no criminal activity involved in the livestock's death. A veterinarian was called to examine the cattle and run various tests to determine what caused the deaths. This is a developing story. Now, I've read some other articles about this, and none of them really mention the type of injuries that these calves sustained, but it seems like some of them, something happened to them, and some of them, it appears, were dropped. And I say that because of these photos here. Now, yeah, I found these photos on my Facebook feed. Yes, something happened. Look at something forced stuff out of this cow's nose. Here in the comments it says bloody froth with agonal death. Black leg might be a rule out if not vaccinated. No clinical signs normal. And what's interesting is they think that all of these cows died at once. But look at this cow. This cow is completely split open. I mean, that could be predation there. And one thing that I think the person that posted these pictures pointed out that I thought was very interesting is this photo here. Look at how the cow's tail is shoved into the ground, I think, unless this is, no, this may be a twig here. Yeah, but this person was saying, oh yeah, what is the tail in the ground or under it? The fur seems weird. What happened to it? Would have a better look if I were there, or would have a better look if we were there checking over the bodies and taking reading of any type of energy. Yeah, so, the tail being shoved into the ground like this made some people think that this cow was dropped here. And also some of the injuries seems to indicate they were dropped. But anyways, yeah, I looked for stories to see if I could get any more information on this, and they're vague. They're definitely not giving you the full story. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.